Okay. Now class, today uh, I am discuss on the topic of properties of fluid. That is the basic concept and properties of fluids. Basic concept. The basic concept is the fluid mechanics is the very oldest physical science that deals with both stationary and moving boundaries under the influence of forces under the influences of forces uh, that deals with this body at rest is called static conditions. When body is in a stationary condition, then they are called static condition, and when the fluid mechanics is in moving condition, then they are called dynamic condition, dynamic motion of the fluid. Now, second point is the fluid mechanics. First one is the mechanics, then second one is the fluid mechanics. Then the fluid mechanics is the science that deals with behavior fluid at rest. Fluid in static condition, then they are called fluid statics, and then it study in motion, then they are called fluid dynamics. Some major philosophies refer to discussing about fluid dynamic properties and static properties of the fluid. Now, next one is a substance in liquid oblique gas. Fluid is the matter have three stages. Now, and on present days, four matter stages are invention. First one is a solid, second one is the liquid, and third one is the gas. But now in that day, the fourth stage of the matter is invented, that is the plasma state. In plasma state, the matter is going to degrade in the ions, positive ions as well as negative ions. Okay. Now we see in picture, this is the, here in diagram, this is the boundary layer, boundary of the solid plate, like that. Here this is the solid block, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Now apply force on the upper part, then the body deflects, shape changes when initially the top portion of the body is x distance. Therefore, after application of the load, the body deflects up to delta x distance, and this deflection, this distance traveled, the velocity gain of the fluid layers in the condition of fluid layers, that is the delta u, where u is the velocity of the fluid. Solid category is different, but in fluid category it is very different. Now we show in the mathematical terms, that is the stresses developed on the contact of the solid surface or fixed plate surface with respect to the fluid as well as with respect to the solid blocks. The viscosity like mu is governed between the solid plate and the liquid plate. Now S is equal to, that is the modulus, shear modulus of the solid. S is equal to shear stress upon shear strain. That is the shear stress is how much? Force upon cross sectional area. That is the shear stress, that is the cross sectional area, transverse direction of area. Okay. Shear stress, that is the change in dimension. Like in that case, change in distance, that is the lateral strain. Delta x upon h, that is the lateral strain. And in the condition of fluid particles, the mu is equal to, where mu is the viscosity, dynamic viscosity, shear stress upon shear strain rate. Here in solid bodies, shear strain only, but in the case of fluid, shear strain rate, that is the delta u upon h. How much velocity changes with respect to the distance. Therefore, the dynamic viscosity mu is equal to shear stress upon shear strain rate, that is the F upon, that is the F upon A upon delta U upon H, where F is the shear force acting certain cross sectional area, that is the transverse direction of area. H is the height of solid blocks as well as its adjacent layer of the fluid. And delta x is the elongation of solid blocks, and delta U is the velocity gradient between two adjacent layer of the fluid. Now, next slide, please. In the next slide, in next slide, here we see, sorry. Now, although liquids and gases, that is a type of fluids, although liquids and gases share some common characteristics, they have many distinctive characteristics on their own. It is easy to compress a gas, whereas liquid are incompressible. That is the properties of liquid. In the gaseous state, it is compressible. 14 kg LPG gas filled in a circular cylinder, small circular cylinder. Therefore, we understand that this phenomena, that is the gas are compressible and compressed to fill in the cylinder. But 10 liter water we take in a bucket and we try to fill in a cylinder, a small cylinder. We are not filled in a small cylinder because the liquid is incompressible. That is the properties of basic properties, very important property of the liquid is incompressible. The given mass of the liquid occupies a fixed volume irrespective of the size, shape of the container. That is the fluid, we take fluid in a container, circular container. Fluid goes to fluids have a circular shape. Fluid contains a circular pipe, fill up circular pipe. Therefore, fluid have this type of shape, pipe shape are occupied. In gaseous case, gas is always a Brownian motion and zigzag motion. We fill a gas in any container, then the gas is also shape occupied that type of the container. Which shape of the container? Then for example, the pipe, a tube, tire tube, that is a tube, bicycle tube, motorcycle tube. We fill air, therefore the air goes to this type of shape, circular shape, pipe shape, occupied easily. Now dimension and unit. Dimension and unit. Next one is the dimension and unit. A dimension is a measure by which a physical variable is expressed quantitative. This is the quantitative quantity. That is the unit, like distance measured in meter, time measured in second, minute, hour, volume measured in cubic meter, liter, etc. Therefore, the some fundamental units like mass measured in kilogram, that is the notation of capital M, in we see in the figure slide, and length is measured in the meter, and the notation of the length is capital L, and the time measured in second, but the time notation is capital T, and the temperature are measured in the degree Celsius or Kelvin. This notation of the temperature is taken as theta. That is the fundamental units of the fluids. Second one is the secondary derived units. For example, RAM goes to 3 meter, your front side. The unit of the distance is meter, but we can say which velocity of the RAM goes, or which velocity achieved the RAM. Therefore, we can say the unit of the velocity is meter per second. That is 2 meter distance travelled with the RAM by the RAM in 2 minutes, 1 minute. That is the rate of change of distance. This is the derived unit or secondary units. That is the derived units. We say that is the derived units. The dimension measurements in many types of dimensions, many fundamental units, MKS units, CGS units, SI units, but in India or overall globe we adopt SI unit system. That is the standard international unit system. Okay. Now next one is the fluid as continuum. Continuum, very important for competition purpose. Fluently ask. Fluids are aggregation of molecules widely spaced for a gas and closely spaced for liquid. Distance between the molecules is very large compared to the molecular diameter. The number of molecules involved in immense and separation between them is normally negligible. Under these conditions, fluid can be treated as continuum. Okay, and this property at any point can be treated as bulk behavior of the fluid. In other words, we understand, we take droplets, small points of the water, but these droplets or these small points of the water is very large, very huge quantity of the water molecules occur present here. And second things is that the hydrogen, weak hydrogen bonding to covalent bond to interconnect with the hydrogen to the oxygen and formulate to the hydrogen bonding and makes a water molecules. Therefore, we adopt a continuum. Whole system measure 3 molecules, assume as a 1 molecules, and which is called a bulk behavior, and other words is known as continuum. Okay. Now, for the continuum model to be valid, the smallest sample of matter of particle interest must contain a large number of molecules so that meaningful average can be calculated. In the case of air at sea level conditions, a volume of 10 to the power 9 millimeter to the power cube contains 3 into 10 to the power 7 molecules. This is a huge quantity of the molecules. Okay. Now, so we adopt the continuum system, like a continuum, to conduct any types of the properties we are studying easily. Okay. Now, next slide please. This slide. Now, that is the properties of fluid. Properties of fluid. Any characteristics of a system is called property, like physical property, chemical property, biological, intramolecular, lattice structure, and so on. Density, intensity, temperature, viscosity, surface tension in the case of fluid. The number of properties required to fix the state of the system is given by state postulates. Most common properties of the fluids are given below. Number 1, pressure. First property is the pressure. We denote pressure in the notation of the capital P or small p. Both we take. In SI system, unit system, the dimension of the pressure is Newton per meter square. The definition of the pressure is how much? Force upon cross sectional area. Force, that is the F, that is the Newton, is the unit, and which cross section? This cross sectional area, that type of area, that is the square, meter, square, circular, rectangular, square, anything. But the basic definition of the pressure is force upon area, that is the Newton per meter square. Therefore, we say that the unit of the pressure is Newton per meter square, and dimensional unit of the pressure is ml minus t minus 2. Why? The force, Newton unit of the force, and force is kilogram per meter, kilogram per run, kilogram per force, centimeter, kilogram per centimeter square, many unit, dyne, Newton, kilonewton, etc. And the length of the unit is meter, that is the dimensional unit is t, meter square, therefore t to the power minus 2, and force is the change in rate of the mass or force. change of the rate of the force with respect to the distance. Therefore, the dimensional unit of the pressure is ml minus T minus 2 on the diagram we see easily. Second property is density. Second property of the fluid is density. We denote in mathematical notation of the density is rho. Therefore, density of the fluid or density is equal to mass upon volume, simple m upon v, where m is the mass of particular system and v is the volume of that type of system. Since we know that the specific weight of the fluid is rho g and relative density or specific gravity is equal to rho given of the system upon divided by rho water, that is the unit of the specific gravity. Specific gravity is unitless quantity because it is the ratio of given density divided by standard density, like a water density of the water. Therefore, it have no unit, that is the unitless quantity, that is the specific gravity or the unitless quantity. Mass density unit is kilogram per meter cube. Unit volume have how much mass of the fluid. This is the mass density and it is not unit is kilogram per meter cube and dimensional unit is ml to the power minus 3. Now for specific weight, that is the unit is Newton per meter cube. A particular volume have how much force. This is the specific weight, that is the Newton per meter cube, and dimensional unit is ml minus 2 T minus 2. The standard value of density of water and air are given as 1000 kg per meter cube. Unit volume, 1 meter volume have 1000 kg water of the weight present. Air of the density is 1.2 kg per meter cube. Okay. The specific volume denotes nu, shown in the figure. Now next properties is temperature. Temperature is a basic property by all types of matters, studies under all types of matter like solid, liquid and gas, etc. Therefore, the temperature in the case of water or fluid is very important. The freezing point occur or achieved when the temperature decreases up to 0 degrees centigrade. Then the fluid goes to freezing or solidified condition. When the temperature is increases up to 100 degrees centigrade, 0 to 100 degrees centigrade, therefore the water is liquefied state, and when just 100 degrees centigrade temperature achieved, therefore the water goes to boil. That is that point, that temperature is called boiling point of the fluid. In SI system, the temperature is expressed in terms of absolute value in Kelvin scale, that is the K. We denote the Kelvin in capital K, and degree Celsius denotes in degree centigrade, that is the capital C, and upper top one dot, circular dot. Therefore 1 Kelvin is equal to 1 degree centigrade plus 273. Okay. Now next slide please. Next property is viscosity. Next property is viscosity. Now we understand viscosity. समझते हैं what is viscosity of the fluid? It denotes nu. You see in the slide the property that represents the internal resistance of a fluid to motion, that is the fluidity of the liquid, is called as a viscosity. Viscosity is a type of resistance created between layer by layer of the fluid. We assume many imaginary cells or plates made to the fluid level, particular fluid, infinite number of layers. The one layer adjacent to second layer, in between, this is viscosity forces are occurred in the opposite direction of the velocity of the fluid. This is called viscosity, and it is represented as mu, and now we easily see tau is equal to mu du upon dy, where du is the change in velocity and dy is change in distance, how much distance is changed by the fluid, that is the shear stress of the fluid. Du upon dy, easily we say that shear strain rate, that is the shear strain rate, and mu is the dynamic viscosity or absolute viscosity. Okay. Now we see another slide. 1 minute. Like that. Here. Here. That is the Newton's law of viscosity. Let us consider a liquid between fixed plate and the movable plate at a distance y apart a. Therefore, we see in the diagram fixed plate, that is the different imaginary lines we drawn on that figure. Top portion is shown movable plate, that is the area A and applied force F. Therefore, the linear velocity distribution of the velocity profile or non-linear distribution of the velocity or velocity profile. We see clearly. Therefore, shear strain tau is directly proportional to cross-sectional area, and tau is directly also proportional to 1 upon y, that is the strain, and tau is directly proportional to du, change in velocity. Therefore, we conclude, or we combinedly say that tau is directly proportional to du upon dy, and equality sign we multiply one constant like viscosity constant, proportionality constant, that is the mu, that is the absolute viscosity. Therefore, the formula obtained tau is equal to mu du upon dy. This is the basic formula of the shear strain, that is the calculation of dynamic viscosity of the fluid. Now, velocity gradient and rate of the shear strain. In that picture, we see three types of picture are taken. First one is the T is equal to T naught, therefore the velocity profile are drawn. Second one is the t is equal to t naught plus delta t. Up to delta t time the velocity profile are drawn. Second one is the when t is equal to t naught, the time interval is coincides or goes to the initial time, therefore then the velocity profile is goes to linear variation, straight line. We see in the picture, this is the straight line. Okay, unit of velocity gradient is second inverse, very simple. And unit of dynamic viscosity is how much? Unit of dynamic viscosity, that is the tau, is equal to mu du upon dy. Therefore mu is equal to tau, that is the we take y and you take capital U, tau y upon u. Tau is the shear stress, and stress definitions, the unit of the stress is Newton per meter square multiplied by meter. Y is the distance, lateral distance, and this is the unit is meter. Therefore, and divided by velocity unit is meter per second. The above we have the unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square, that is the mu is equal to Poise second. The unit of viscosity is Poise, also Poise. In CGS system, the unit of the viscosity is dyne second per centimeter square. Okay, 1 Poise is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Multiplying the value is 0.1 converted into the Poise ratio or Poise. 1 centipoise is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 Poise. Clear? In next slide, now next property of the fluid is viscosity is over. Now previous slide. When kinematic viscosity divided by the density of given fluid, then they convert to kinematic viscosity of the fluid. Simple. Divided by density and goes to convert to kinematic viscosity. Now here some types of fluids, shear stress rate deformation, shear stress deformation rate, see in that graph, x-axis is drawn shear strain rate, and y-axis drawn shear stress. Ideal fluids goes to just a linear or coincides to the shear strain rate line, that is the coincides at the x-axis. Therefore we conclude or we state that no ideal fluids occur or no existence of the ideal fluids in the environment or atmosphere. Okay, but the different types of liquid, see in that type of diagram, that is the dilatant fluids, Newtonian fluids, non-Newtonian fluids, Bingham plastic, pseudoplastics. In next lecture we discuss in detail that types of fluid, that is the Newtonian fluid, non-Newtonian fluids, Newtonian fluids, Bingham fluids, plastic fluids, which is explained in next lecture. Now next one is the one minute. here. In general, the viscosity of a fluid mainly depends on temperature. For the liquid, viscosity decreases with temperature, and for gases is increases with temperature. Okay, which is some small relation are given in that slide. That is the mu upon mu naught is equal to T upon T naught to the power 3 by 2, T naught plus S upon T plus S, where T is the temperature, T naught is the Kelvin temperature, mu naught is the initial, like that. Okay. Now next one is the thermal conductivity. Next property of fluid is thermal conductivity. Now next one is the thermal conductivity. Thermal conductivity denotes small k. It relates the rate of heat flow per unit area, that is the Q, to the temperature gradient, where Q on top of we see a dot, that is the derivatives with respect first derivatives. Therefore, Q is equal to minus times K dt upon dx. In SI system, the unit of dimension of pressure can be written as W upon M. Therefore, the unit of the thermal conductivity is ml T minus 3 theta to the power minus 1 respectively. The reference value of thermal conductivity for water and air at reference temperature is taken as 0.6 W per meter dot Kelvin. That is the multiplication of Kelvin. And the air, in the case of air, 0.025 W per meter Kelvin respectively. Now this is the thermal conductivity of the fluids. Next one is the coefficient of compressibility, that is the bulk modulus. The bulk modulus or coefficient of compressibility will also in next lecture discussing in next lecture. Explain in brought up explanation and related to numerical solvent, numerical etc. in next lecture in detail, but brief introduction given here. It is the property of that fluid that represents the variation of density with pressure at constant temperature. Mathematically represents EV is equal to minus times nu del P upon del nu at the constant temperature. This is equal to rho del rho upon del T at the constant temperature. Next slide please. And absolute pressure are approximately calculated, that is the Newton per meter square. Now next one is the coefficient of volume expansion, that is the denotation of the beta. This topic is also explained, cover in next lecture, but in brief introduction here given here. It is the property of that fluid that represents the variation of density with temperature at constant pressure. Mathematically it is represented as beta is equal to 1 upon nu upon del T at the constant pressure is equal to minus times 1 upon rho upon del T at the constant pressure. Okay. Now next topic is specific heat. It is the amount of energy required for unit mass it is the amount of energy required for a unit mass of a fluid for unit rise in temperature Therefore, since the pressure, temperature and density of gas are interrelated, the amount of heat required to rise the temperature from T1 to T2 depends on whether the gas is allowed to expand during the process, so that the energy supplied is used in doing the working in steady rising the temperature for a given gas. Therefore, two specific heats are defined or explained below. First one is the specific heat at constant volume, that is the CV, and second one is the specific heat at constant pressure, that is the P, that is the CV and CP. Two types of the specific heat. Therefore, the difference between CV and CP minus CV is equal to R. Okay. Therefore, we know that Cp is equal to gamma R upon gamma minus 1 and Cv is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. Now, next one is the speed of the sound. It denotes, the speed of sound denotes capital C. Mathematical representation is capital C. The velocity at which these disturbance propagates is known as acoustics, velocity per speed of the sound. Mathematical representation is C is equal to under root dP upon d rho, where is equal to under root EV upon rho, where EV is the isothermal process, energy of the isotherm, that is the C is equal to under root RT for an ideal gas medium. In this relation, that is the isotropic process and isothermal process, two types of process. Here isothermal process and isotropic process, that is the C is equal to gamma under root RT. Okay. Now next topic is vapor pressure. Vapor pressure discussed in next lecture. Okay, thank you.